Hello, I'm Sue Atkins and I'm the author of Raising Happy Children for Dummies and the Parenting Made Easy toolkits, as well as the founder of PositiveParents.com. Welcome to my Parenting Made Easy video tips. Let's look at toddlers and biting and what I call vampires at the nursery. Biting amongst little ones is a distressing but very common problem for parents. I think it's really helpful to understand why your toddler may start biting before you begin trying to change their behaviour. And one of the reasons is because toddlers have very limited language at this age. Some of the common reasons that toddlers bite are because they are teething, or perhaps they're exploring their environment, or trying to get your attention, or maybe they're trying to assert themselves, or are just downright frustrated. Cutting teeth hurts, and chewing on something usually helps relieve that nagging, aching pain. And because toddlers can't seem to put themselves into the place of others just yet, they don't fully understand that they're hurting another child, or you. It's a very natural stage in their development that you need to understand. And that might explain the look of puzzlement or bewilderment that you often see on their faces when you shout at them in horror and in shock. They don't understand about empathy or another person's pain just yet. The second reason might be that they're exploring their environment. Anyone who's ever spent any time with babies and toddlers knows that they put everything into their mouths. So this is also another reason why children sometimes bite. Biting is sometimes a way of learning about another child and is not really a sign of malice. Another common reason is to get your attention. Around about 9 months old, depending on the maturity of your little one, babies and toddlers begin to make the connection that their actions have consequences on the people around them. They quickly learn, if I bite my brother Joshua and I hear a very high-pitched scream from Mum, I get lots of attention. I wonder if she will come over and do that again. Because they're learning about how to capture and get your attention. And any attention is better than being ignored. So one quick strategy is to pay far more attention to the person who's been bitten and to calmly but very swiftly remove them from the scene of the crime and say no biting and ignore them for a few minutes. Don't try and stop your little one by smacking them or biting them back, because they'll just copy that behaviour next time as you're their primary role model. Remember, sometimes a big telling off still means that your child is in the spotlight and getting your full attention, even if they're in trouble. Often little ones learn these negative behaviours when they start going to playgroup or nursery because they copy other children, because copying others is the way that your little one learns. So just relax if this happens, but be very clear on where you stand with regards biting. Be specific and clear in how you handle it, and tell your little one in a voice that means no nonsense what you expect from them, so that they can learn from the experience quickly, so you can all move on positively. Another common example of when a toddler might bite is over a struggle with a toy. As I've already mentioned, toddlers have very limited language skills, so biting is a very quick and very effective way to let the other child know that they're unhappy with them. And sometimes toddlers bite when they're tired or when they're hungry. Sometimes they bite when they feel rushed. And it's a combination really of frustration, tiredness or stress. So just be on the lookout for a change in their circumstances and be understanding and compassionate for the underlying reason, but not the behaviour. Toddlers resort to biting when they feel insecure sometimes too. So pick up your little one and cuddle them when visitors arrive or that they're going into a new situation. And while they're getting used to a new experience, perhaps stay close with them and don't vanish off into the kitchen straight away. Perhaps you could sit with them for a few minutes and help them join in with the other children to reassure them. It's important for you to know that biting is a very common behaviour for toddlers, and it's just as important to let your toddler know that biting is not an acceptable behaviour for you. You must help your toddler to learn to control their urge to bite other children by responding very quickly and firmly but kindly. So take immediate action and shout stop rather than no, as that immediately gets your toddler's attention and describes the action that you want to stop. And stop for me is a far more positive word than no, which they often hear too often at this age. Then take immediate action, because discipline for toddlers is most effective when it occurs immediately after the unacceptable behaviour. Look at the possible reasons for their biting and make judgments about how to help your child learn from the experience. If they're hungry, tired or stressed, then it's up to you to look at new ways to prevent those flashpoints. But if it's over a toy, perhaps it's time to try and show them better ways to share and express themselves. Preventing biting before it happens is much better than dealing with it after it occurs, so learn to be sensitive and observant of your child's needs and of their moods. And remember that biting is normal, no matter how repulsive it is to you, because from a toddler's perspective, it's quite similar to an older child's shove or push. But it's really important to make it clear to your little one that biting is never acceptable. So perhaps save a special tone of voice just for biting, so that your child learns to recognise it and will be far more likely to sit up and listen to you when you use it. And relax, because most toddlers do grow out of this phase when their language develops and they can learn to express themselves more easily and clearly. I hope you found this Parenting Made Easy video helpful, and if you'd like to find out more inspiration or information or ideas about how to bring up children from toddler to teen, log on to my website, which is www.positive-parents.com, and sign up for my free monthly newsletter. I hope this helps you to learn and to laugh and to enjoy the adventure more positively with your kids. So until next time, take care.